This is Stephen Boxing UK in association with Supreme CBD. Paul Smith, we'll start with your lot. 2 good results tonight.
Yeah, happy days. Steve just boxed now, just got out fresh in the mind. Obviously, good pace, good 6-round fight, good 6-round win, won every round, looked really well. I think we start seeing more of Steve when he starts getting to the latter rounds and the bigger rounds of fights, as in your 8s, your 10s, your 12s. He'll start rounding kids later on because his work looks really good. He's got some engine on him already, and he's always done on the amateurs. He's blasting all the times out on the runs and all the training he's doing in the gym, punch out, put it on. He's a really, really fit lad. And Jack Bauer, first fight we've had together with me training him, done really well. Did what I asked him to do. Showed me a lot of things what we were working on in the gym. Just getting rid of bad habits, bringing new habits in, keeping to the basics, sticking to the basics, which are the most important things in boxing. But he was doing the basics really well tonight, and listen, there's a lot to work on with Jack. There's a lot for him to get better with, and he will, and he's doing it. And I was really happy with him, and proud of him without sounding, patronising, let's say. I was really proud because he works hard. He really does graft. If I asked him to run through the floor, he would. He's a good fighter to train, and for my first proper fighter that I've been training full time, I'm really happy that it's someone like him with the work ethic that he has.
For those that don't know, Steve was on after the main event. Did you manage to catch it, Paul, the main one?
I was watching it from here where we are now, so I can see the ring, but I couldn't really see it, so I didn't score it. The general feel I was getting from watching it was that Rafferty was always chipping away at him and getting to him a little bit more. But then I watched a couple of rounds then, rounds 7, 8, 9, and like it looked like Chamberlain was starting to come back into it and looked very evenly matched, to be fair. I felt like from what I could see, and you know what it's like when you don't score a fight, Rafferty was landing a lot to the body and going to the body a lot, which obviously told you he was hurting him there, but it looked a great fight from what we were watching. I was probably watching a minute and a half, 2 minutes of each round, you know what I mean? So I couldn't dare say who won it, but a lot of people saying it was probably a fair result, but maybe edging with Rafferty being at home, being the champion and all that. But it's boxing, we get these decisions every now and then, and sometimes a good hard fight, there's probably no real winner or loser, so probably the right result.
Well said. Good news is we'll see it again, Paul.
Yeah, I'd like to see it again, definitely. It's a good fight, I think, obviously. Where it is obviously didn't come into play tonight, being in Rafferty's backyard, so we can see that anywhere and it'll be a good fight. Yeah.
You've been in the news this week. I think you're trending. A couple of things have gone viral this week. Your opinions on Daniel Dubois. Yeah. Can you just clarify for anyone that hasn't heard what you said this week?
No, listen, I was in TalkSport. I've been doing a lot with TalkSport. I'm going to pause that.
Yeah. Do it again.
Pause that before you get nicked for the arm music.
Thanks, Paul. As you kindly pointed out, I'd get done for copyright there. We're just saying you've been trending or gone viral this week with your opinions on Daniel Dubois. Just to clarify them, Paul.
I was asked on Dubois whether the split with Tom Charles is right, fair, or whether it'll help him teaming up with Tony Sims. And I just said I think he's beyond saving. It's not personal against him. I'm just going off what I've seen. He's had a better career than me. He's won a world title. He's a multi-millionaire. Good luck to him. For the people that are saying it's bitterness or jealousy or whatever, it's like it's absolutely not. I'm a boxing purist, pundit, ex-fighter, whatever you want to call me, and I'm asked for my opinion. And my opinion is what I've seen him in. Take a knee. He's lost 3 fights. Yeah. And every one of them were on his knee, looking at the referee in the eye while he counted to 10. Yeah. That's a pattern. That's something that doesn't happen in most fighters' careers. And it's happened 3 times, so maybe only 3 times, and he's built 3 fights and he's lost. The Joe Joyce fight, he started getting hard, the tide started turning in the fight. He felt pain in his eye, he took him in, he stayed down for 10. Later on we heard it was a fractured eye socket, but we never seen no proof of that. Second time against Usyk, first time against Usyk, should have said, the second time it happened. He stayed on his knee, looked at the referee gets a 10, and he quits on his knee. And the last time, he could have got up again, the referee gets a 10, he stands up, walks in a straight line, back to his corner, fully compass mentis. Yeah. And that's it, done. Like, he's fighting for undisputed heavyweight championship in the world. Yeah. You know, it doesn't get no bigger than that's the biggest players in sport. And you're staying on your knee, taking a 10 count, like that to me, that to me, I have to call out. Because otherwise, what are we all going to do? You know, there's a reason why we watch fights like the one that's just happened.
Absolutely, yeah.
There's a reason why we love boxing. And it's for that reason, because the warriors, the gladiators, we are warriors, we are gladiators, boxers, fighters in general. You can't stay on your knee. and take a 10 count. And I see a few people mention, "Oh, what about his fight?" Or he saved himself another day. Like, no one knows that.
Yeah.
You don't know that. But when it comes down to it in that ring, you've got to fight and fight till you can't fight no more. That's what the old Rocky movies were like. That's what the old fighters of the 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s were like in the 90s. Ben Eubank, all the old greats. They're great for a reason. Because they never give in,
Yeah.
and they never give up, and they fought their hearts out, and that's what makes you special, that's what makes you a fighter, that's what makes 99% of the world not fighters, and that's fine. Yeah. There's no problem with that, but to call it out, to say it for what it is, that's what we have to do as people, because I'm just saying what I've seen, and if you don't want me to say it, let me see something else.
It's refreshing to have an opinion like that though, Paul, because there's an awful lot go quite vanilla, don't they, and they just say what they think needs to be said. Can I ask you about another heavyweight? Last time we spoke at length was after Joe Joyce lost, and you said it was worrying some of the signs with Joe Joyce. Last week, another heavyweight from the same area, Dillian Whyte, knocked out in a round. Just your thoughts on Moses Itauma and what next for Dillian Whyte?
See, I don't think Dillian Whyte's in the same boat as Joe Joyce. I think he looked fit, he looked strong, he looked in shape, he looked the best he's looked in a while. He just got caught by an unbelievable fight in Itauma. He caught him high up on the head, big shot early. You don't really recover from them shots, and he didn't recover. Yeah. And no shame in that, in my opinion. Whereas Joe Joyce is a different kettle of fish, you know what I mean? You know, I don't think Joe Joyce should be fighting. I've said this for a while, so I think it's different, but different but similar. Dillian Whyte is also getting on now. I think he's 37 now. But he knows himself best when he's going to fight on. But it wasn't nice to see for me. I like Dillian Whyte, and Itauma's special.
Moses Itauma, how good is he, Paul? We've been watching it a long time.
Special, he's definitely special. Well, we heard about him when he was 15, knocking men out when he was 15. Yeah. He was always going to sort of come through the ranks and blast his way onto the scene and be an exciting heavyweight. And I think whoever got his signature was a very fortunate person, and he's flying through the division like we saw. And whether he's ready to do something or not, I don't know. But just the fact that we're mentioning him in that bet says a lot about him, you know what I mean? We shouldn't even be talking about him, but people are. I'd stay away from Usyk just now. I think the belts will fragment soon, maybe not next, but soon. When they do, be a world champion and then try and sort of bring on his own assault on the heavyweight division and try and win all 4 belts himself. That's the thing, we're not even talking about him winning 1, we're talking about him winning 4.
Yeah. Can I ask you 2 or 3 very, very quick ones, Paul? Callum, David Morrell's the fight that's getting talked about. Can you give us anything?
I haven't got a clue. Possibly that way. Possibly not, but honestly, I genuinely haven't got a clue, otherwise I'd tell you.
Liam?
Fat fit there. Yeah. There he is. What's a lift home?
Very last one. Can I ask you what you think about the ex-boxers going into bare-knuckle fighting, Paul? James DeGale going in it?
There's a lot of people doing it. I'm actually for it.
Do you not fancy it yourself?
You never know, never say never. Definitely not old enough to box, but for now, I'll have a go, we'll see.
I'll let you go, because Liam's shouting you. Thanks, Paul.